Hello students, this is my continuation on the topic of blood vessels of true pelvis, and this is my final video of the topic, and we'll discuss the few branches which are remaining from the posterior trunk of the internal iliac. Okay, so I talked about the visceral branches in my previous videos. I also talked about the parietal branch of the anterior trunk, that is the inferior gluteal, the obturator and the internal pudendal in my previous video. Now in this video I will talk about the final branches, that is the final parietal branches arising from the posterior trunk of the internal iliac, that is the superior gluteal artery, the iliolumbar and the lateral sacral arteries. Okay, so first is the superior gluteal artery. Okay, this is the superior gluteal artery. The superior gluteal artery, if you studied my previous video, I have said that the superior gluteal artery, the posterior trunk, it continues as the superior gluteal artery. Okay, so if you see this, this is the internal iliac. Yes, so the posterior trunk, it continues as the superior gluteal artery. Okay, the posterior trunk, it continues as the superior gluteal artery. Okay, the posterior trunk of the internal iliac. So it continues as the superior gluteal artery. So it's a main continuation of the posterior trunk of the internal iliac, that is the superior gluteal artery. It's the largest branch of the internal iliac artery. Please remember this for an MCQ question. It's the largest branch of the internal iliac. It passes between the lumbosacral trunk, okay, and the first sacral nerve. So it passes between the lumbosacral trunk and the first sacral nerve. Okay, so superior gluteal artery, it passes through the lumbosacral trunk and the first sacral nerve. So if you see here, this is the superior gluteal artery. Yes, one of the largest branch of the internal iliac. So this is the superior gluteal artery. See in the diagram. And this was about the inferior gluteal artery. For this you go through my previous video. This is the superior gluteal artery. Okay, it is a main continuation of the posterior trunk of the internal iliac artery. Okay, this is the superior gluteal. Yes, you can see it easily, and it is the largest branch of the internal iliac. It passes between the lumbosacral trunk. Okay, there is a lumbosacral plexus of nerves, so that it passes through the lumbosacral trunk and the first sacral nerve. Okay, and it leaves the pelvic cavity by passing through the greater sciatic foramina. So you can see here, this is the greater sciatic foramina. So it will leave the pelvis while passing through the greater sciatic foramina above the piriformis muscle to enter the gluteal region. Okay, so above the piriformis, it will enter the gluteal region. So inferior gluteal artery was anterior to the piriformis, and it will leaving the pelvis through the greater sciatic foramina below the piriformis, the inferior gluteal region. Okay, and the superior gluteal artery is above the piriformis muscle. So anterior to piriformis is the inferior gluteal, and then it will go to the pelvic to the gluteal region by passing below the piriformis. But the superior gluteal artery, as the name suggests, superior. So superior gluteal artery, it passing above the piriformis muscle to enter the gluteal region. Okay, so superior gluteal artery is a main continuation of the posterior trunk of the iliac artery and is the largest branch of the iliac artery. It passes through the lumbosacral trunk and the first sacral nerve. It leaves the pelvic cavity. It is leaving the pelvic cavity by passing through the greater sciatic foramen above the piriformis muscle to enter the gluteal region. Okay, so this is about the superior gluteal artery. This is the superior gluteal artery. You can easily see here. So this is the superior gluteal artery. Here also. You can see this is the superior gluteal artery. One of the continuation of the posterior trunk of the internal iliac. Largest branch of the internal iliac passes between the lumbosacral trunk and the first sacral nerve. It leaves the pelvic cavity by passing through the greater sciatic foramina. Okay, it is greater sciatic foramina, and it is above the piriformis to enter the gluteal region. Now, inferior gluteal is anterior and below the piriformis. Okay, it is below the piriformis. You can see here, this is inferior gluteal, this is superior gluteal. Yes, clear about the piriformis between the lumbosacral and the first sacral nerve, and reaches the gluteal region by passing through the greater sciatic foramina. Okay, now the next artery we'll talk about is the iliolumbar artery. Okay, we'll talk about the iliolumbar artery. The iliolumbar artery, okay, it runs upwards and laterally in front of the ala of the sacrum. So iliolumbar artery will run upward and laterally in front of the ala of the sacrum between the lumbosacral trunk. So between the lumbosacral trunk in front of the ala of the sacrum. So that is the iliolumbar artery. Okay, so iliolumbar artery. This iliolumbar artery, if you see here in the diagram, this is the front view. This is the iliolumbar artery. Yes, you can see. So this iliolumbar artery runs upwards and laterally, okay, in front of the ala of the sacrum. So this is the sacrum, this is the ala of the sacrum between the lumbosacral trunk and the obturator nerve, and it passes deep to the psoas major muscle, where it divides into lumbar branch and that supplies the psoas major, and iliac branch between the iliacus and the ilium. So here also one diagram which is given, iliolumbar artery. Okay, it runs upwards and laterally. So here also it is running upwards and laterally between the lumbosacral trunk. It is running in front of the ala of the sacrum. This is the ala of the sacrum, and it is running between the lumbosacral trunk and the obturator nerve, and it passes deep to the psoas major. Okay, so it is passing in front of the ala of the sacrum between the lumbosacral trunk and the obturator nerve. It passes deep to the psoas major muscle. So you can see iliolumbar artery. This is the internal iliac artery. Yes, and its posterior trunk. So from the posterior trunk arises the iliolumbar artery. Okay, the iliolumbar artery. Okay, it passes deep to the psoas major. You can see here it is passing deep to the psoas major muscle. Okay, where it divides into a lumbar branch. Okay, that supplies the psoas major, and an iliac branch. This is the iliac branch. Okay, which is supplying the iliacus and the ilium. So this is about the iliolumbar artery. Iliolumbar. So iliolumbar artery, it runs upwards laterally from the front of the sacrum between the lumbosacral trunk and obturator nerve. It passes, this iliolumbar artery, it passes deep to the psoas major muscle. Okay, where it divides into lumbar branch, will supply the psoas major, and an iliac branch. You can see this is the iliac branch which supply the iliacus muscle and the ilium. So this is iliacus and the ilium. So this is iliolumbar going to the psoas major, where it gives two branches, the lumbar branch and the iliac branch. The lumbar branch supplies the psoas major. The iliac branch will go to the iliac, and it will supply the iliacus muscle and the ilium. Okay, so this was about the iliolumbar artery. Okay, The final artery is the lateral sacral arteries, which is superior and inferior lateral sacral arteries. So which are superior and inferior lateral sacral arteries. Okay, and see here in the diagram, this is the iliolumbar and this is the laterals, which is superior and inferior lateral sacral arteries. Okay, these are the lateral sacral arteries, you can see here. Okay, so this is the lateral sacral arteries. It pass medial and divide into branches that pass through the anterior sacral foramen. Okay, it will pass through the anterior sacral foramen to supply the sacrum and the contents of the sacral canal. So if you see here in the diagram, it is passing down through the anterior sacral foramina. See, this is anterior view, front view. So it is passing through the anterior sacral foramina. It will supply here and the sacral contents of the sacral canal. They leave through the posterior sacral foramina. So they will leave to the posterior sacral foramina to supply the skin and muscles to the dorsum of the sacrum. Okay, so this was about the lateral sacral arteries. You can see here also. This is the lateral sacral arteries. Okay, the lateral sacral arteries. Okay, here also one more view. This is the lateral sacral. See, this is the lateral sacral arteries. Okay, this was about the lateral sacral arteries. Okay, so one more time I'll repeat. The lateral sacral arteries, it is superior and inferior and pass. It is superior. Okay, and it is superior and inferior. This is the lateral sacral arteries. This is superior and inferior, pass medially and divide into branches which passes through the anterior sacral foramina. This is the anterior sacral foramina supplying the sacrum and the contents of the sacral canal. They leave the posterior sacral foramina. Now this is, they are leaving through this sacral foramina. Okay, they will reach the posterior aspect and they will supply the skin and the muscles on the posterior aspect of the sacrum. So from anteriorly they pass through the sacral foramina and they will reach posteriorly on the back side of the sacrum and will supply the skin and the muscles on the dorsum, that is the posterior aspect of the sacrum. Okay, so this was all about the blood vessels of the true pelvis. It's a big topic altogether. Please remember, as per the videos I upload, I will upload the videos in sequence wise. So please remember the topic this way and don't forget the branches of the internal iliac. It is one of the very important topic for theory, for MCQs, or whether it is oral exams. Okay, please go through the topic from the textbook also. Okay, read it thoroughly, nicely, and any query, just let me know, students. I will start with the veins of the true pelvis. So this was about the blood vessels, the arterial supply of the pelvis. Now I will talk about the veins of the pelvis in my next video. Thank you, students.